compact. And I can see the list of compact cards that I'm selling. I can also see the sales over time of the compact cards. I can see this fluctuating up and down, but generally stable. Hybrids tell a completely different story. You can see ups and lately going gangbusters. The SUVs dropping like rock lately. So that's something I may want to explore a bit further. So let's focus here on this chart, and we're going to plot the sales against the margin. The margin can represent the demand that we have. We're also going to use the growth as the size of the bubble. And we're going to take a look and see how it evolves over time. So with this, we can now play and take a look at how the sales of those various types evolved since 2007. It's kind of moving. It's a bit small, so we can make it a bit larger. And you can see there was quite a lot of movement on the screen here. And especially I'm looking here at the hybrids, and I'm looking also at the SUVs, and a lot of action going on here. And I suspect it has something to do with the gas prices. But unfortunately, I don't have gas prices in my internal database. But this is where the Windows Azure Marketplace comes into play. This is where you can find a lot of data sets that can make use of your financial indicator indices, including gas prices. And once you bring that data set from the SQL Marketplace into your data model, you can use it just like any other data item. So I'm just going to plot here the average gas prices from 2007 and beyond. I'm going to resize the axis here so we can track to see exactly what happened here. So we see here at the bottom gas prices, on the top are sales, and we're going to start in 2007. SUVs, king of the hill. They're selling the most. The hybrids, nowhere in the 0 point. But as we move forward in 2007, gas prices are rising up, and SUVs are starting to pick up. SUVs are actually plummeting. Hybrids are picking up. And the gas prices at the peak, but now that the gas prices are plummeting down in 2009, SUVs are picking up again, and the hybrids are going back. But here we go and take a look here, 2009, gas prices are going up again. The hybrids here are now going mainstream, and take a look at that. It's jumping up and really becoming our best-seller product. So you've seen here a glimpse of SQL Server Denali, how you can take the BI capabilities to use them to mash up data from the Windows Azure Marketplace and from other public sources together with your internal data sources, create some really interesting and fine experiences for the end user, creating some really beautiful insights. At the same time, great business opportunity for all of you. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, Amer. Thank you, Amer. Hopefully you got a good glimpse of what SQL Server can do in terms of bringing, if you will, data to life with insights. We have a new technical preview of the next release of SQL Server available today for download, so I would encourage everyone to take a look at that and get ready for this major next release of SQL Server. The last thing I want to talk about is Windows Azure. As I said, we have over a year of progress with Windows Azure. Our core focus continues to be to build the best public cloud service for the enterprise. So that means that everything, whenever you are building an application in the public cloud, you want to be able to connect back to things like the identity or federate with the identity inside the enterprise. You want to be able to do data sync. You want to be able to do message passing between applications that are inside your four walls, but yet you want to expose a service endpoint which is available on the public cloud. Those are the capabilities that we are focused on first and center with Windows Azure, and you see that when people are deploying solutions. The second thing is we have built the most richest set of capabilities beyond the core storage and compute capabilities. From the database itself, we have the richest relational database supporting fully sharded database to scale out in the cloud. We have things like the data market you just saw in the demo. We have things like the app fabric and the system bus, which is a set of high-level services for applications to be built for this new share nothing design pattern for scale out. The last thing is also we're building a very broad tent when it comes to the application platform supported and development tools supported. For sure, we're doing a first-class job when it comes to .NET and Visual Studio. But beyond that, we also want to make sure we have a first-class support for Java, PHP, and other frameworks as they become popular. So we want to have Windows Azure truly reflect a big tent approach to developers and development platforms. We already see Some great success, as I said, with the higher level services. The data market you saw in the demo was a great example. So the Windows Azure Marketplace today has a thriving marketplace and a leading marketplace for data. Today, we are extending that for applications. We already have 5 partners who are highlighted in this slide who are able to transact in the Windows Azure Marketplace, and we are now going to expand this far beyond that capability. So for example, Tuzi is a partner of ours who's built a Facebook application and chosen Windows Azure. IDV Solutions is a mobile application that works across Windows Phone, iPhone, and Android, and has chosen Windows Azure as the back end. Pervasive is a data exchange ISV that's again chosen Windows Azure as a back end. And they're now able to transact in the Windows Azure Marketplace, which is a capability that we are launching today. In terms of applications that are getting built on Windows Azure, there's a huge diversity of these applications. Applications that are extensions of what's happening in the private cloud, being exposed in the public cloud so that you can expand reach. Very new to the world applications that are taking native capabilities of the cloud and exploiting them. In fact, these 7 highlighted screenshots here are switchers from Amazon. These are ISVs who chose, or applications that were first built on Amazon that moved over to Windows Azure. So we have a very capable solution that now is competitive from any other public cloud. And the reason for the switching is a lot of those enterprise capabilities, the reach, the development environment, and the tools capabilities that we have. Going forward, one of the things that we want to focus on is really making sure that these native services are exploited by new-to-the-world solutions. And one such example is Boeing. Boeing was able to reconceptualize their marketing by looking at Windows Azure and figuring out how, for example, to use a cloud backend to change how people think about test driving a plane before buying it, if you will. So let's roll the video on how Boeing is using Windows Azure.
Boeing's mission is to revolutionize flight for every traveler, and we're doing this by introducing revolutionary new aircraft.
We're always looking for a competitive edge. We're looking for a way that enables us to convey the products more effectively, more quickly.
We can't very well demonstrate the actual product to the people because we have to be at an airport to do that. We have to show people the actual aircraft.
The 737 experience that we've been working on with Microsoft in Wirestone, I think, is actually a perfect fit.
We wanted to use a cloud-based implementation so that we had that flexibility to increase the number of server instances supporting the application to keep those performance levels up. We actually did a taste test of 3 different cloud platforms, and we felt hands down that Azure was going to give us the greatest flexibility.
The 737 experience allows you to get an image of the aircraft and then to zoom in and in and in and in into the image so that you get this very lifelike, very life-size level of detail. This experience relies on Windows Azure. This allows us to bring the experience to anybody, anywhere, whenever they want to see it.
The typical reaction is, wow, this is the best thing they've seen, next to actually going out to the airplane factory or walking around in actual aircraft.
We've got an experience now which we can deliver at high speed over the internet, that we can show people on our laptop, that we can bring to people at events by using a touchscreen. Microsoft's given us a platform that's really easy to use, very easy to adopt through this new 737 experience using Microsoft's Windows Azure.
In summary, we have a huge opportunity in front of us to cloud optimize every business. We have the broadest and deepest platform across the private cloud and the public cloud. We have the workloads with Office and Dynamics, both on the private cloud and the public cloud, to really help our customers with this transformation to cloud computing. So with that, let me introduce Kurt Delbenny to talk about Office and the cloud. Thank you very much.
Hello there. Well, it's a pleasure to be here today to my very first Worldwide Partner Conference among my 15,000 favorite friends. You can imagine as an ex-developer geek, I'm just thrilled to be in an audience this size. So be kind to me along the way. I'm very excited, though. It's a great story in terms of where the Office business is and where it's going. And so I'm really ecstatic about having an opportunity to talk to you about it today. It's particularly important because the partner community for us is such a critical one. Our business literally would not be what it is today without all of the folks that are in the room today, helping us, supporting us, selling our products, completing solutions, et cetera. So I'm ecstatic to be here. We'll talk a little bit about the success we've had in the business so far, talk about the opportunities that exist for partners moving forward, and where I want to take the business, where we're all working to take the business in the future. Because the future is as bright as the present is today. So very excited to be here today to talk to you about that. Taking a moment to talk about the success that we've had so far, and it really, as Steve said, it really has been a phenomenal year for the Office business with the 2010 versions of the products. Just a few statistics to highlight. 1 billion PCs on the planet are now running Office. A phenomenal accomplishment, really delivering on that productivity vision across the world. And that success goes through to the 2010 products as well. 2010 has been the fastest growing selling version of Office, selling a copy every 1 second, which is a phenomenal accomplishment. And that also goes through to actual deployments, a place where you guys help us tremendously. Office 2010 is being deployed at 5 times the rate of Office 2007. So we're getting those new scenarios out to people. They're seeing the product, they're seeing the value of the product, and that's really resonating with customers. But the success that we've had is broader still. It goes across the entire panoply of Office products. We have moved from the point of it just being about the client to it being about a connected ecosystem of clients, servers, and services that work together to enable people to collaborate together as effortlessly as they author products individually. And so you see that in the red-hot success of the SharePoint product. It is the industry leader in all of the workloads that it works in today, all 6 workloads. It's in either the Magic Quadrant or the Forrester leading category, doing phenomenally well. Exchange continues to hum along as well, really being the leader in the communications space. We have converted 22 million note seats over the past 5 years, all with your help. Thank you very much. And that has driven us to have 73% market share of the Exchange market, of the enterprise messaging and group scheduling category, and 63% worldwide, or 65% worldwide, and a phenomenal accomplishment. And the great thing about this business, as I said, is we couldn't do it without you. Numerous statistics of where you guys have completed us. For instance, the Accelerate program, which has only been around a year, we've had 3,000 of you engage and convert people to the latest version of Windows, the latest version of Office. Fantastic success there. SharePoint, as much as it's an out-of-the-box solution for collaboration, it's also a platform for building line-of-business applications. We've had you all build 1,000 of those applications, really, again, completing the scenario that we deliver to customers. And there's 1,000 more that are on the docket being ready to be released. Another statistic I found amazing, the majority of deployments of Exchange Server are deployed with partners. You guys are in there upgrading to 2010, making sure our customers have a fantastic experience. Again, a business that we could not do without you. And then finally, completing this story, we've got fantastic support from the Link side as well. We've got people deploying things like SIP trunking, like enhanced 911 services, and over 70 different devices that are Link ready right now. So across the board, very, very excited about the success that we've had. It's been, as I said, a fantastic year, and partners are truly the solution, the thing that keeps us successful. All of you here should share in our success, and I want to just give you all a round of applause for how you've helped all of us be so successful. But as pleased as I am about the results that we've had so far, the future looks even brighter. We have a very broad vision about how we think about productivity. As I said, it's no longer just about PCs and people working individually on Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, et cetera.